So I guess I'll show a collection I've been having. I didn't even realize I had a collection, but I have a collection. It's just a tiny collection. It's not nothing big. So it started with, I'm not sure which came first, but I'll show this first. My husband found this in a car, and it's a fossil, or not a fossil. It's a piece of ash from a volcano. And I'm not sure if it came from something, but I really should. I don't know if it's a reject from a museum. I'm not sure what happened here. But it says, this was years ago he found this. And because he works at a car place, salvage place. And it says this volcanic debris was found 49 kilometers from Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines on June 16, 1991. I don't really know if it's supposed to be in a museum, but I keep it all right condition. Belongs in a museum. So do you. You know, from Indiana Jones. So, and I'll go next to the next thing I got. Now this is special to me because someone actually mailed these from a place somewhere in Africa. I'm not really sure where he was, but I met him in a video game. I don't know. I don't know if he's okay because something happened to him in a plane, so I don't know, and I don't know his whereabouts or anything about him. But his name was Todd. I'm not saying his last name. But he gave me these rhinos. Somebody made these, and they're jade. And one did get broken in transit, but my husband put it together a bunch. I don't even know which one it was, but they do need a little bit more polished, but that's the best I can do for now. But they're two rhinos, and I'm going to keep them together. And I've never been to these places, so, and just people are very kind to, send things to me and find things, and these were really, really special because I guess somebody in Africa made these. And this is probably the most special thing I have in this tiny collection because he went out of his way to actually mail them from there. Like, wow, that's just, I didn't expect that at all. He says he was in that country and decided to give me a couple things. Like, I didn't want nothing from you. He's like, no, don't worry about it. And so it was really, really cool. So, and they're really small. You can see how small they are. They're really, really small. And, because my fingers are, it's just barely the size of my finger, so they're really very tiny. And so I keep them together. I wish I knew what happened to Todd, but I don't know. I don't know where to find him anymore. But last I knew, he was with his family, and he went home, and he wouldn't tell me more than that. And he left the video game that I found him in anyway. So I hope he's all right. That's all I can say. I kind of think about him once in a while, but I don't know. And the next thing I want to show you, I'll just put those aside for now, is and those came from Africa. So the first thing came from the Philippines, that came from Africa, and then of course everything in America is made of China. But little tiny panda bear, or I should say panda. I keep calling panda bear, but it's panda bear. I get yelled at by the Chinese for that. So it's panda, and he's small. And I had them on my shelf for a while too, but I think I'm going to put them together with, little panda with the rhinos. And I think that's kind of cute. And then the next thing I want to show is I was doing a fossil video, uploading right now, but I should be ready soon. And this was a fossil from Morocco. And I got this today from his coworker of his. He's a really nice person, I guess. I never actually met these people. That's a weird thing about it. Never met these people. But, so that's from Morocco, and I've never been to these places either. I never actually left, the States that much. So I think that's really, really awesome that people are that caring to give me things from other lands that I've never been to. And, I learned a little bit something, reading about whatever, and, knowing the fact that where the origins came from, how people made this, that, and the other. And I think that's awesome sauce that they would make something out of, stuff out there. And certainly, with all these other little items that, some is, two are preserved and the other two are just, made out of, animals. And that's really, really neat They're really small. And I don't want really want a huge collection because I don't have a big place. But I think that's really cool that these came from these places, and someone took the time to do that much work on it. So three of these are original works, and this one I think it's just plastic, the panda. But I find these little animals here and there, and little tiny things. When I want to put them together, it's just the fact that I would have to sort through somewhere where I live and all that. But that's really cool. So just a little show and tell there. But I mean, I'm sure people have other cool stuff they have in their whatever. But it means something to me. But I just hope nobody gets jealous watching that, because I'm a little bit nervous they might. Um, I just thought, wonder who actually made the jade ones, because that'd be cool to actually say, hey, that's an awesome job you did on these. Because the rhino, it's so very, very detailed. And I think it's awesome that it's green, and it just, I don't know how they did it. Maybe some kind of sharpening rock thing, I'm thinking, but I don't really know for sure. But, that's really sweet, very shiny, very pretty, when I got them together. So, I try not to separate them unless I'm cleaning them or something. Oh, I see now. Yeah, I see the one that got damaged. It's not cool to point it out, but yeah, it had to be sadly glued together because we didn't know what else to do and how to fix it. But I don't know. I don't want to say, oh yeah, it got broken. He was upset because he's like, damn it. But I said, dude, it's okay, because the piece was in there. It's just we had to put it together, so it's cool. It's cool. It's still there. Not everything in this world is perfect. Maybe you'll live in a perfect world. It's not gonna happen, folks. But anyway, so I thought that's kind of neat, because where I live, you don't really see a whole lot of wildlife, and I think it's kind of nice, to have it inside the house. And it's not real animals. You don't have to feed them, vet them, nothing like that. And you can enjoy it once in a while. Just kind of lean back and say, oh wow, I remember when I got that. Wonder how that person's doing, or this and that and the other. Because these people make these things. I'm sure it doesn't. Maybe somebody had an idea and decided to make these things, and I think they're neat. They're just cute and neat, and it's really a cute thing. And I'm sorry about the pan. I keep saying bear, but I don't mean to if it's upsetting anybody. It's just the way everything's a bear, so it's like, I don't know. It's got ears and paws, and I keep saying bear because it looks like a bear. But anyway, so thanks for watching. All right, bye.